The families of Walukamba and Rahma Juma are filled with relief following the news of their release from abduction. The two who sit on the NUP Electoral Commission did not expect to be the next abductees. 2 days after disappearing, Walukamba and Juma, the two NUP Electoral Commission members, were dumped at Special Investigation Unit in Chireka before they were released.
They told us to call one person from our families. After giving us our phones again, they told us, don't call anybody here. Then they recorded a statement from us, but after that statement, because they said that they were going to give us a police bond, but they didn't.
The only time I get to know that we're in Chireka, when they told me to call my brother because he's a doctor, and says, go Limorande, call your brother. I called my brother. Before even he could reach at Wembley, they told us to drive off because Matthew's car was already brought to us. They were like, you drive, they'll find you along the way.
However, two other party members, Rovans Rwanyaga and Eddie Kayabura, who had been picked along with Walukamba and Juma, are still missing. Walukamba and Rahma Juma said they were abducted on Tuesday evening while returning from a funeral in Rakai district and put in separate cars as they were taken away.
We found, and we thought that it was a normal roadblock, so they stopped us. We stopped. Only to stop, we found people with guns. They forced us to leave the car forcefully. They strangled our necks, our hands. They pushed us into a drone. There were many drones there and security guards there.
You're being beaten, enter in the car, give them your phone. Before you enter in the car, first give them your phone. So I was beaten at the back because for them they use wires. Even I get a problem in sitting because it's still painful.
Both commissioners said they were questioned by the abductees on their involvement in the day-to-day activities of NUP.
What message do we give them? Our family backgrounds, where we studied from, how much do they pay us here? How do we earn a living to sustain our families? All that.
Walukamba, the head of the NUP Electoral Commission, says the abductees cautioned her on the conduct of the Kawempe North by-election during the interrogation.
And basing on their questions and the discussions, they were saying that by-election is going to be a normal by-election. It's going to be war.
The NUP Secretary General, David Lewis Rubonga, says they have filed for habeas corpus in the courts of law for their supporters who are still missing past the 48 hours.
Orders to compel the regime to release these people. These are orders that we've been asking for every time. You know, this crisis that is happening at the backdrop of 18 people who were disappeared in 2019, 2020, 2021 NUP supporters who are still missing up to date.
He adds that many of their supporters are living in fear of being abducted by security operatives.
Some have to change cars. Many of them are not even sleeping at their homes because of the state of panic. Right now, there are some of our comrades who we are looking for. We don't know where they are because yesterday there was a threat that they could be picked up, but we are still trying to call their phones and they are not reachable. We don't know exactly what is happening. So
NTV has learned that there is heavy security cordon at the NUP headquarters in Makere Kavule, as shared by the party president and Secretary General David Lewis Rubongoya on their X handles. Raymond Tamale, NTV.